9:16 EST. The 23rd of January 2018, updated, 1917 EST. The 23rd of January 2018, Angelina Jolie was one of several big contenders missing as the 90th Annual Academy Awards nominations were announced on Tuesday morning. The actress' Cambodian drama First They Killed My Father didn't make the list of nods in the Best Foreign Language Film category. Jolie's passion project for Netflix had been selected as the Cambodian entry, and despite not being shortlisted for the category, fans were still hoping for a surprise after it was lauded by critics and received a Golden Globe nomination. Scroll down for video. Angelina Jolie was snubbed in the Best Foreign Language Film category as the 2018 Oscar nominations were announced on Tuesday. Critical acclaim. Fans were hoping for a surprise nomination for Jolie's passion project First They Killed My Father despite it not being shortlisted for the category. Other actors expected to receive nods this week were Michelle Williams as lead actress for All the Money in the World and James Franco for lead actor for The Disaster Artist. Williams had been nominated for a Golden Globe earlier this month for her role as Gail Getty in the Ridley Scott-directed drama. Franco had been a strong contender after winning the Golden Globe for Best Performance in a Comedy at this year's ceremony for The Disaster Artist, and also got a SAG nomination for the same movie. The snub comes after the filmmaker was hit with several sexual misconduct allegations in recent weeks. Meanwhile, Tom Hanks missed out on a lead actor nod for The Post, while Judi Dench was a notable omission from the lead actress category for Victoria and Abdul. Excluded, Michelle Williams was excluded from the lead actress category for her role in All the Money in the World, and James Franco was snubbed for his part in The Disaster Artist. Big names. Tom Hanks missed out on a lead actor nod for The Post, while Judi Dench was a notable omission from the lead actress category for Victoria and Abdul. In the Best Picture category, The Big Sick and I, Tonya and Wonder Woman were snubbed. Surprisingly, Steven Spielberg was not nominated in the director category for The Post. Another surprise was Martin McDonagh being overlooked on the Best Director list for his Best Picture nominee 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. However, the film's star Frances McDormand got a nod for Best Actress, and Woody Harrelson and Sam Rockwell got Best Supporting Actor nods. McDonagh also got a nod for Original Screenplay. Not on the list, Tonya starring Margot Robbie missed out in the Best Picture category. Critically acclaimed, The Big Sick was snubbed for Best Picture, as was Holly Hunter, pictured with Kumail Nanjiani. For Best Supporting Screen, Ridley Scott was also snubbed for J. Paul Getty drama All the Money in the World. The movie surprisingly missed out in all categories apart from Best Supporting Actor, in which Christopher Plummer got a nomination after replacing disgraced Kevin Spacey. Tiffany Haddish, who helped read out this year's Oscar contenders alongside Andy Serkis, didn't get a nomination in the Supporting Actress category for Girls Trip. The Big Six Holly Hunter also missed out on a Best Supporting nod after her nomination at the SAG Awards on Sunday. Disappointing. Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman starring Gal Gadot was left out of all categories not this year. Surprisingly, Steven Spielberg was not nominated in the Best Director category for The Post snub. Ridley Scott was not nominated for a Best Director. Gone for All the Money in the World. Armie Hammer was a strong contender to make the nominee list for Best Supporting Actor for his role opposite Timothée Chalamet in Call Me By Your Name, but unfortunately missed out despite a Golden Globe nod in the same category. The film's director Luca Guadagnino was also snubbed. Meanwhile, Jolie's animation The Breadwinner, which the actress produced, got a nod in the Best Animated Feature category. The exclusion of the Lego Batman movie in the animated category was also a surprise. Lost out, Tiffany Haddish was expected to get a Best Supporting Actress nod for Girls Trip, and Armie Hammer was a favorite to get Best Supporting Actor nod for Call Me By Your Name box office hit. The exclusion of the Lego Batman movie in the animated category was also a surprise. The Shape of Water leads this year's Academy Awards with 13 nominations. Guillermo del Toro's romantic creature feature is up for a host of top Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Best Actress for Sally Hawkins, and Best Supporting Actor for Richard Jenkins. The Shape of Water goes head-to-head against the coming-of-age drama Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri in the prestigious Best Picture category. For this year's ceremony, Jimmy Kimmel is returning to host the Academy Awards, which are set to take place at the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood on Sunday, March 4th. This year's nominees for the 90th Annual Academy Awards were announced Tuesday morning by Tiffany Haddish and Andy Serkis.